So Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather had a fight last night, and the fight was interesting. And there's a lot to talk about here, but I don't really care so much about the fight. I'd rather sort of talk about the economics behind it all. So we're going to talk about the fight between Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul in 1 second. So get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about financial topics and financial news and commentary every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day. But we do it on one condition. You have to be B1 if you are here. B1 means that we put the Black community as our number one priority. B1 also means that we believe Black people can be number one when it comes to wealth building. B1 also means we understand we have to be one in order for us to achieve. And that means supporting Black businesses and teaching our kids the right things. So if you agree with that philosophy, put a hashtag B in the number one in the chat. Put a hashtag B1 in the chat if you agree with me. Now, my microphone's not connected, actually, so let me know if you can hear me okay. Give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me okay. What's going on, Toon and Marcus Hanks and Tonico Winchester and Big Meech? I totally forgot to link up my microphone, so if I had it in front of me, it would look like I'm on a microphone, but really I'm talking through my laptop. So give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me okay. I apologize for that. So how many of you, give me a yes or no, how many of you wanted to watch, at least wanted to watch that fight last night? There was a fight between Floyd Mayweather and this YouTuber by the name of Logan Paul. How many of you were trying to watch that fight, maybe thinking about watching it? Maybe you did watch it. Anybody watch it? Okay, I see some nopes and some yeps. Okay, so some mixed answers. All right, babe, have a good day. All right, I see some. And so, yeah. So I didn't watch it at all. I guess it's because I kind of know what's going on here, and it wasn't like I had a problem with it. It's more so like I just kind of had some better things to do. But yeah, from what I understand, it was it was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. It was an exhibition match where the goal was pretty much to make money from something that was going to create a lot of demand. It wasn't exactly any sort of attention grabber for the purists of boxing. You had a guy that's, Floyd Mayweather, who's an amazing fighter, who's past his prime, let's just be honest, but he's still good. He's still good. And then you had Logan Paul, who has made his name on YouTube. He and his brother Jake, I get them mixed up all the time. Sometimes I like on Twitter, I tweeted about Logan Paul and I called him Jake Paul, and I didn't mean to actually do that. So anyway. With that said, the fight went down, and the reason they had the fight is because there was a lot of demand. Basically, a lot of people wanted to see them fight because those two guys are, Floyd is respected in boxing. Logan is kind of a guy that he's had a couple fights, and he's very popular, and they knew that there was an audience. Now, here's the deal with that fight. You can't find the key? Yeah, well, I had it in there, but look in the big. Do you check the big pocket or the small one? Okay. All right. So anyway, here's the deal. With the fight, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button. All right. So here's the deal with the Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather situation. Basically, the first thing I want you to kind of notice is, first of all, there's a lot of money being made, so they achieved that goal. According to some estimates, they made as much as $500,000 per punch. According to the New York Times, they said that Mayweather is guaranteed $10 million. Logan Paul was guaranteed $250,000, and that he would get Logan would get 10% of. Can you not find the wallet? Hold on, guys. Okay. I got family stuff. Hold on. Yeah, it was in there, and okay, then you must have taken it out. Because I don't have it. It's not in there. Okay. All right. Sorry. Sometimes family stuff jumps in the middle. That's why I lock my door. And they're like, why do you lock your door? Because I got to concentrate. So anyway, so here's what so basically Mayweather was supposed to get 50% of the box office receipts. Paul was going to get 10%. And also Paul had a guarantee of $250,000. Mayweather had a guarantee of $10 million. The estimates I've seen is that Mayweather made as much as $50 million from the fight, and Paul made as much as $10 million. Now, I don't doubt that at all because there's a lot of money that comes in, right? Basically, with these pay-per-view fights, they split the money. The distributors get half the money, and then the fighters and their teams get the other half. And so Showtime and all them, they got a big payday, etc. And I think it's brilliant in the sense that there are people that will pay for this stuff. It's brilliant in the sense that they know that there's demand. It's brilliant in the sense that, Floyd Mayweather, he is Money Mayweather. He is a businessman, and he knows where the money's at. And it looks like he's out still trying to earn a living, and God bless him for that. I hope that his finances are okay. I don't really know how I feel about the extravagance of it all. I know it's a brand. I know he's Money Mayweather, but I kind of think you can also build a brand by bragging about how much you're doing for the Black community, right? You can build a brand by showing how many schools you built. Because remember, Manny Pacquiao is a big rival of Floyd Mayweather. And Pacquiao, he's known for building for his community. Like, he's known for building houses for poor people and all kinds of other stuff. And it's really only in the United States that people kind of enjoy watching somebody just brag about wasting money, like buying $1 million cars and all that. And I know a lot of people have an issue with that, but I can just tell you that when you talk about Black wealth and why Black wealth is expected to drop and why it's not growing, it's because you celebrate giving your money away to white people. Like, if you didn't celebrate giving your money away to white people, then you would have more money, right? So when you cheer for, when you say, "Oh man, that's cold. That new Benz you got, that's cold." Well, Mercedes-Benz is like, "Yeah, that is cold. Keep doing it, Negro. Keep giving us your money. We here, why don't you buy two of them? Buy two Mercedes, right?" And or Jake the jeweler, he's like, "Oh, that diamond looks real good on you, boy. It looks real good on you, boy. Get you some Gucci to go with it. That'll be real fly, right?" They go along with that. They like that, right? It's like, shake it, girl, shake it fast, watch yourself. So basically, I think that that Money Mayweather culture, it's not something where I'm trying to sit here and I know a lot of guys look up to boxers, and we look up to anybody white people put on TV, basically. And Floyd Mayweather, it's not to say he's not a great fighter, but I think that just generally speaking, I don't really know if flaunting your money or throwing your money away is necessarily something to celebrate. Because if you are celebrating it, then you should also be celebrating the fact that Black wealth is dropping. Now, do I know about Jake? What do I know about Jake Paul? I don't know much about the Paul brothers. I get them mixed up. Just this morning, I tweeted about it, and I tweeted Jake Paul instead of Logan Paul, and I realized a mistake. I think one of them is a rapper. They're very good on YouTube, though. They both have like over 10 million followers on YouTube, so they're really good they're great entertainers. Now, when I saw this fight, one other thing that I noticed was when I saw this fight, basically I saw The Great White Hype. Anybody remember that movie with Damon Wayans, The Great White Hype, back in the day, where he fought this white boy, and the white guy was the Great White Hope, and he became the Great White Hype because everybody was excited about the possibility this white guy could take out this black boxer, this black champion. And then at the end, it just showed it was all a bunch of crap, but everybody made a ton of money in between. Well, they've been doing the Great White Hype model for decades. Like, that's been going on since before Muhammad Ali, back when your boy was Joe Louis and Jack Johnson, all the guys were fighting, and I think people are frustrated with just the superior strength and agility and capability of the black male. They don't know what to do with us. That's why they just try to put us in prison and kill us as often as possible. And so I saw the Great White Hype. With this fight, I don't believe this fight would have made any money if Logan Paul were black. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me if you agree or not. I think that if Logan Paul were Tyrone Paul, if he were just a black dude with a big YouTube following, I know it wouldn't have made the same amount of money. It might have made some money, though, because if you got a big audience, you got a big audience, right? But seriously, I don't know. Give me a yes or no. What do you think? I don't think this fight would have been the big deal it was without the racial tension. You see, so there are people that are able to, through sports and other things, profit from the underlying Cold War between white and black people. They're able to profit from America's racial history or America's racial tension. So this was the Great White Hype. That's what it was. And that's why I wasn't interested. I was like, oh, I get it. Okay, you both got big audiences. Mayweather wants to keep making money. There's the white boy who looks like he might have some potential. He's fighting against a famous black man. You're bringing together all these audiences and everybody's going to pay you. I totally get it. I don't have a big problem with it. I also believe, I think one of my friends, Roosevelt Mitchell III, mentioned the idea that Mayweather probably did knock Jake Paul out because he wanted to keep him alive. He wanted to milk the cow. right? He wanted to make sure, he's like, no, I don't want to knock you out, because if I knock you out, then that'll be decisive. I need there to be some mystery behind the idea of us fighting. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a round two, or like, like some false tension created, like Jake Paul said, or Logan Paul said something, snotty on Twitter. And then Mayweather's like, oh, I'm gonna get him back. And then, they get everybody riled up. Like, everyone loves to kind of trigger the audience and get them to think something's real when it's not. A lot of what you see in terms of media, particularly sports, is like WWF. It's a soap opera. It's like everyone's like, oh no, they almost beat each other up at the press conference. No, they're professionals. They know how to pretend like they're about to beat each other up at the press conference, so you'll get pumped up about the fight and you'll pick a side and you'll say, ooh, I can't wait to see Floyd Mayweather kick his ass, right? And it's like, no, Floyd's like, nah, man, I'm just here to get my money. I really don't care. This guy's my friend. This is totally cool. We're all getting money together because people are paying to watch us get in the ring and fight, right? So I can't say I dog anybody who watched it. It's fine. I mean, maybe most of you went to somebody's house and didn't even pay for it, but still, I don't know. It didn't feel like a good use of time. I was like, yeah, I like real fighting. Like, I could watch an Ali match or a Tyson match or something like that. Or even when Mayweather was fighting, I would enjoy watching him fight a real fight. Like, I enjoyed watching him fight Manny Pacquiao, because that's when you saw two guys that were literally at the top of their game, like going at each other. And that was beautiful to watch, because both of those fighters were extraordinary. This, to me, was like the circus. It's kind of like, okay, circuses are fun, but that's not something that it is entertainment. You're right. Sirius Bach says, good Lord, it's entertainment. That's absolutely what it is. That's absolutely what it is. And so I hope you enjoyed it. And so there's economics behind it, and there's a lot of money being made. And I think that this was an interesting financial conversation, because I think it's important to understand the dynamics of how that money's made. Like, so for example, I'll tell you one fight I would pay money to see, a lot of people pay money to see. What if Umar Johnson decided to challenge Kevin Samuels to a boxing match? How great would that be? Or what if Kwame Brown and Charlemagne the God decided to go into the ring together? They can make $1 million off of that. They can make at least $1 million off of that, right? So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. You can challenge me. I'm fine. My investments are good. I'm not gonna go get punched in the face to make money. But there might be people that would do that, right? Because all you really need is you need demand. You need people that want to see something, and then if they want to see it, they will pay to see it, and then boom, you've got the magic starts to happen. So anyway, I got to go, guys. Go to allblackeconomics.com. You can get a free copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar. Also, free information from the Black Business School on how to invest. Also, tomorrow, we are doing the Black Stock Market Program. We're going to meet, and we're going to talk about everything going on with the stock market. I answer every single question from every single student, and you guys can join us. We meet every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and all we do is do stock market stuff. If you're there just for 4 or 5 weeks, you'll know more about the stock market than 95% of the population. So if you'd like to give it a try, the first month is free, totally free. Go to the blackstockmarketprogram.com. Now, somebody mentioned Roland Martin. Yeah, I fight old Roly Poly. Now that would be a quick match. That would be an easy one. I can whoop him, because I know I'm in better shape than Roland. So anyway, but I'm just playing. I would never, ever debase myself to go punch another black man in the face for money. That would be kind of silly. So, but then again, I don't know. Roland might want to punch me, or at least want to come scratch my eyes out. That's what he probably does. He's probably want to claw my eyes out, because he's kind of bitchy that way. So take care, guys. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Have a good day. Peace.